Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this mossy green kind of a shimmery metallic look. So I got the idea for doing this look from one of my new favorite people to follow, which is Linda Hallbergs. So she has this picture right here, which is really pretty. This, the look that she did here was more like editorial and dramatic. So as you can see, like there's no liner and no lashes, and there's a lot of dark shadow kind of up in this area. It's a lot more editorial than what I ended up doing. I wanted to do something a little bit more wearable, but overall everything she did in this picture is pretty much perfect with the colors. I was just obsessed with like the combination that she created. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to get this mossy green look. Also in this video, I'm going to be using all the products from this month's Ipsy Glam bag, so July's bag. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first I'm going to go ahead and prime my skin, and I'm going to be using my Makeup Forever Hydrating Primer. And then I'm going to mix it with a little bit of the Pur Lisse Ultra Skin Brightening Serum, and it will help to create luminous, even-toned skin. I'm doing this part first, just that way it will help to absorb into the skin, and also so I can add my concealer underneath my eyes. This is a really intimate shot of my skin, isn't it? Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my brows on, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the color medium brown, although I'm just now noticing it's medium brown. I thought it was soft brown this whole time, but I'm going to be using this for the tail portion of my brow, and then I like to come in and use the Brow Pro palette in the colors Taupe to do the front part of the brow to give it a more natural coloring. Alright, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot to my eyelid, but I'm only going to put it above the crease. And today I'm actually going to be using the one that I just got from MAC. This is the color Constructivist. This is like a really deep kind of burgundy-ish brown color. It'll just add a little bit more intensity to our eyeshadow. And I'm just going to lightly buff it onto the lid using a Sigma P82 brush. Oh, I almost forgot my concealer. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Conceal in the shade Light Medium. This is a really great drugstore concealer. Alright, so we're going to add a little transition color today, and I had a really hard time picking out which color I wanted to use. I want to go a little bit more yellowy than red, so I'm going to use Makeup Geek Desert Sands eyeshadow. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is take a really deep green eyeshadow. I think I'm going to go with this color from the Lorac Pro palette. This is the color Jade. It's got a lot more yellow in it, and it does apply pretty dark when it goes on the lids. And I'm using one of my MAC 217 brushes. This is one of my really old crusty ones that has a more narrow tip on it. And I'm just going to create the same shape that I did with the Desert Sands color. I'm just going to kind of lightly outline my crease. So I love this Lorac eyeshadow. Like, all of their shadows are really nice, but they do have a ton of fallout. Either when it's like when I first put my brush in it or when it touches my face, it kind of gets all over the place. So I'm kind of bringing it up a little bit closer to my brow than I normally do. But it's just gonna make it a little bit more intense. Okay, so now I'm just gonna buff out a little bit more of the Desert Sands color in with the Jade, so that way we have a really nice kind of yellowy green blend going on. Alright, so now we want to do the pop of like the bright mossy green color in the center, and I'm going to be using this Makeup Geek Foiled Shadow. This is in the color Jester, and I have been dying to use this color. And I'm just going to apply it to the lid using my finger just because it's the easiest application, in my opinion. So you can see when I'm applying this, I really focus it on the center with the most product, and then I just lightly buff it to each side with my finger. So it's not completely on the center of the lid like a halo effect. It's really just kind of focused in the center and then lightly buffed out to the sides. The color is so pretty. Yeah. Alright, so now to really make the center pop, I'm going to take this MAC pigment. This is one of the new pigments I just got, the color Old Gold, and I've been dying to use this, so I'm going to add a little pop of this in the center of the lid. And to do that, I'm going to be using this synthetic duo-sided crown brush. This is C476. I'm also going to add a little bit of the pigment to the inner corner of the eye using the same crown brush. Next, I'm going to take this eyeshadow. This is from Ofra. This is in the color Bliss, so you can use this to highlight or as an eyeshadow by itself. And I'm just going to lightly add this on top of the tear duct just to make it a little bit brighter and a little bit more champagne-y. champagne-y. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Desert Sands color in a MAC 219 brush and heavily buff that underneath my lower lash line. So now I'm going to add some of the Jade color from the Lorac palette to the under eyes too, but I don't want it to apply really heavy. So I'm going to use this brush from Morphe. This is an E35. It's really good for doing like smudging and detail stuff. Alright, so now I'm going to add some eyeliner to the waterline. This is a 2-in-1 shadow liner, so you could use it as eyeshadow or eyeliner. And this is from the brand Jelly Pong Pong, and the color is bronze. Alright, so now I'm going to take the same brush that I used on the lower lash line, and I'm just going to dab a little bit of the MAC Old Gold pigment into the center of the waterline, just to give it a little pizzazz. I'm going to add a little bit of black eyeshadow to the lash line to help hide the lash band once we add our falsies. Okay, so now I'm just going to put on some mascara. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply some false lashes before we move on to the rest of my face. These are Cocoa Lashes number 102. These are some of my favorites. They are winged out, as you can see. I'm pretty sure you can see, right? They're just kind of regular, standard, winged out, but thinner lashes. Alright, so while the lashes are drying, I'm going to go ahead and start on my face. And first, I just need to remove, I have like a little fallout from when I did the eyeshadow over here. So I'll just like take some of this off with a makeup wipe. Alright, so I'm just going to add like a dash more concealer around my eyes. And I'm going to buff it out with this tiny little beauty blender. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my foundation. Today I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I did just get the Ultra HD foundation, but this is the shade 127, which is like when I'm more tan. So shade 120 is much more my natural range. And to apply it, I'm going to be using the Morphe E6 brush. Shade 120 is a really great foundation if you're more on the fair side, but you still have yellow undertones in your skin, because that's really hard to find. I think I told you guys, but I was using the Angels on Bare Skin. Well, I still am, but I just ran out, and they were out of stock online, but I finally just ordered again. Anyway, so I decided to use another Lush cleanser. This is the Fresh Pharmacy one. I went and got it so that way I could show you guys. So it's kind of, it has the same smell as the Angels on Bare Skin, so I thought it would do the same thing, but it actually really dried out my skin, especially since I already have kind of like dehydrated skin. I think I told you guys the Angels on Bare Skin, like after I wash my face, it already feels hydrated. But after I used the Fresh Pharmacy, like when I like wiped my face, it felt like putting your hands on clean glass, like, and rubbing your hand down, like that squeaky clean feeling, which feels good. But if you have like drier skin, I don't know if it's because I was just in the desert and my skin is still kind of dry, but it was just like too drying on me. But I just thought I'd let you guys know on that particular cleanser, in case anybody was wondering. Because I'm like addicted to buying Lush stuff now. I just want to know what everything does, you know? Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting around the eye area. And today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind in the color Neutralizer. This is a really good brightening one. In my opinion, the one that's actually called brightening is a little bit too pink. So I like to use this one because it's a lot more yellow. So I did a little strobing yesterday, and what I mean by strobing is like intense highlighting, and I actually didn't contour yesterday, but I didn't wear any eye makeup. I was just like at home doing the least. Anyway, I'm going to take some of this Benefit. This is the I always say What's Up, but I sound stupid. So it's pronounced, or looks like it's supposed to say What's Up. Like I get it, you know, it's got little light bulbs, but I think it's called What's Up. Anyway, I'm going to just take some of this on my finger. This is a cream highlighter. And I'm going to dab it on the tops of my cheekbones before I set my makeup. This is a really, really pretty cream highlighter. Yes, give it to me. Normally I don't use creams on my face because I always set my face with powder, you know? I always use a lot of powders just because I think it's easier. But this is like a new thing that I'm doing. I'm trying it out. But it is really pretty, so you can just put a little bit of that on your face. Damn, I kind of buffed out some of my eyeshadow over there. I'm going to add some of my powder highlighter. That's right, people. So this is Champagne Pop, one of like the best highlighters ever. So I'm just gonna lightly add that right on top of the What's Up highlighter. And we're just gonna have like this insane glow. You can take it like right up here too. All right, so now I'm gonna come back in and set my under eye area using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I just dip my beauty blender in there. I don't like to put too much, like a wide surface area, just like that much. That way it's a little bit more controlled where I apply it. So then I'm just like buffing it out with my beauty blender. And I'm not applying it on top of the highlight. All right, so now I'm gonna set the rest of my face, and I'm just going to use a sheer setting powder today. This is Be a Bombshell setting powder, and it's just translucent. And I'm going to apply it with the Real Techniques dual fiber face brush. So I think this is pretty much strobing, you know, like where you just don't contour your face at all. Okay, so normally I never sculpt my brow or whatever it's called, what you do underneath it, you know, but I love the way her brows look in this picture. Well, I will never have power. I wish I had power brows like that. I need to get somebody to do my brows. Anyway, I'm just going to do a little bit of sculpting on the bottom. To do that, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil. This is in the color Base 1, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest one. So I'm just going to trace a really light line underneath my brow and then kind of buff it out with a little concealer brush. All right, now to add a little bit of warmth and dimension to my face, I'm gonna use this Tarte waterproof bronzer. This is the color Park Avenue Princess, which is so cute. So I'm gonna take this into the contour a little bit, like how I'm bouncing. So today I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. This is in the color light to medium. And I'm going to be using Fawn, which is in the center. It's a little bit lighter than my NYX kit. And I'm going to use the dual fiber contour brush from Real Techniques. Oh, this brush is nice. I like it. And it's inexpensive, which is great. There's no mirror in there. Okay. All right, so I'm digging into my old Z palette of blushes, but I'm gonna use this one from MAC. This is called Sincere, which is very pretty. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. I'm not gonna add a lot of blush like I normally do. Just a really light kiss of color. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the makeup with some lips. And I'm gonna start off with this lip liner. This is the Smashbox Nude Fair lip liner. Then I'm gonna top it off with some of the Nars Belle De Jour lipstick. It's kind of like a satiny, creamy, sheer nude. I'm gonna put a little bit of the NYX Fortune Cookie lip gloss on top. So I also got this Essie polish in my bag. This is the color Fashion Playground, which is a really cute like pistachio sparkly green color. So I'm really excited to try this color out, but I do have a wedding that I'm in this weekend, so I have to get very natural color nails. This color is Essie also. This is Mademoiselle. Okay, so we're all wrapped up with the makeup, and then I'm just gonna quickly show you guys what I did with my hair. So I already put just one bend in my hair before I started filming, and I used my 32mm barrel. This is from Numi. I got this a couple years ago, or a year and a half ago. And then what I do is I just did one bend, like so, around the hair, just a little bendy bend, like that. And then I spray some of this texturizing spray. This is really great. It's very similar to like the Bumble & Bumble dry spun spray. It's just gonna help to add some thickness and texture to your hair. And then what I like to do after is add a salt spray. This one is from Cool Way. So this is also another texturizing spray, and this will help to make your hair look a little bit more separated and piecey. And then I just like to spray that in the ends of my hair and kind of scrunch my hair upward. And then that's pretty much it for my hair today. It's very easy to do. I know I didn't actually record myself curling my hair because I feel like I've done a lot of beachy hair tutorials. So I'm going to link in the description box down below my first beach hair that I did when I first started my channel. So that way you guys can see that video. So other than the quick little mini hair part of this video, that wraps up this makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.